I turned down a $3.95 clip lamp at Goodwill today. I can get a new one of the same quality they had for about $6. And honestly, I think I'd rather just get a new one because electricity. I did buy a lamp from them once, but I kept a close eye on it for a few days. um, but clearly, I need it. This side is so dark; it's unbelievable. It's disappointing how dark it is. It's actually it's kind of, the gradient is nice. You know, the light, the way it kind of. I don't know. Anywho, yeah. So I failed to purchase a clip-on lamp today because I don't know. I keep thinking I found these little like spotlight lamps. They're a little smaller, but I guess they focus the light a little bit more. I guess I don't need that here though. There's really no need for a spotlight because everything's kind of muted anyway right now. Although with the big overhead on last night, I thought it looked pretty good. As you can probably tell, I don't have much to talk about today. I felt like it was a long day. One of those days where it just goes on, and like, I had a good day though. Like, especially with the boys. Like, some days when I go to bed at night, I feel like I didn't, I don't know, do enough fun stuff with them or whatever, or like, you know, really focus my time on them. Because sometimes they're talking to me and I'm trying to cook and I'm trying to like clean up dog crap or something. And it's just like, I don't get to give them my time, and I feel like they get disappointed sometimes. Like, I feel like they go into the other room and watch TV because I'm not giving them enough attention. And that sucks. That feeling sucks. But I don't know how to really fix it unless I just start microwaving all their meals. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't want to do that, so I'm not gonna do that. But I need to find a way to like focus on two things equally as much without burning myself or ignoring the kids, because I'd spend so much more time with them if I didn't have to cook or clean. Unfortunately, they need to eat and to make a mess. It's not fair. Now, if I could just clone myself, that would be great. Or would it? Here's a great topic right here. Well, I want to get onto this later too, but that's a fucking fantastic topic. What was I just talking about? Cloning yourself. Cloning yourself. It's so easy to say that. I remember growing up when I was a kid, I'd like to clone myself so that I could, I don't know, make my other self do something or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but I always thought about, like, there's got to be some drawbacks to it, some major drawbacks. Because if it's actually a physical, perfect clone of you at that moment that you're cloning yourself, like with all your memories and thoughts and emotions and everything like that, they're going to be like, whoa. I'm not doing that. You do that. And then you're going to be like, well, no, you do that. I just cloned you. You're not even... So, therein, obviously, you know, we're talking about, like, sci-fi cloning, not, like, real cloning where you clone an embryo and grow a baby and so on and so forth. I'm talking about, like a photocopy. Shing, shing, and you get the next one. Well, that next one apparently has a lot of chores to do and a lot of... crimes to commit. I don't know, because like it's almost like a remote control version of yourself where you can just program it, be like, I want you to do this today, and let it go on its way. That's an interesting thought. Like, if that technology was possible, would you actually want an actual clone of yourself to exist? That's a great question. Let me ask myself. I don't know. That's a good question. Now, one that I remotely controlled or one I had to cooperatively work with because we're the same individual. That I would not want, I think, because that's just... I wouldn't want to deal with me. You'd have to come up with some kind of weird system to live that way. If I could have a mindless, not mindless, but like... Although, is that a form of slavery? If I just clone myself so that I can only obey commands, is that terrible? What if there is a soul? Did we just split the soul? Do we each have a soul? I'd have to say there's no souls in a case like that. I don't know. Sometimes these thoughts, like last night with the whole aliens and the future and time travel, I thought it was genius. I listened to it again today. I still think it's genius. Genius. Modest. Handsome as a dove. Goddamn cat's breathing loud. My little beastie had a fever tonight, 102.4. The most I've ever had in my entire life was 104. And it was like borderline, should we go to the hospital? But apparently, from what I've read, from what I've studied over about, 12-year period, what was I can't remember what I was talking about. I do this all the time lately. I just can't focus anymore. So much going on, and I think when everything's going on, it's like other parts of your mind just shut down. Like when I sat down here tonight, I'm always excited to do these, but I sat down and I was like, shit, I have no idea what to talk about tonight. And then when I get on something and I forget like that, it's really disappointing. I wish I could play this back on that monitor while I'm watching it, but I can't. The file won't work until you close it. Well, so let's talk about this. Let's see if we can come up with some other ideas. So you got your Throwback Thursday, obviously. Your What If Wednesday. That's alternate history and impossibilities. Like, the other night was the what if alien future thing. I think that's a cool one. I think that's a cool thing, a cool little add-on. Because then there's so many, like, possibilities with that. It's crazy. What if suddenly everyone forgot who you were? Like, just like subjects like that. I think it's just fun. Or like, what if your hair turned white tomorrow and it would never take to dye or something? I don't know. So I need to come up with some other ones. Throwback Thursday I'm just going to keep because that will be classic tales of old. There was actually a shop. I think he was a cobbler. He put the shoes on horses and did leatherworking, and he still had like real antique tools in Taunton where he used to live. This is going back 10 years now. Actually, he was probably gone by then. But when I was a kid growing up, he had a shop in town. Speaking of classic tales of old, and old mill, or I can't remember what the name of it was. It was on Walnut Street, I think. It was a gray building set back, and they did all kinds of like, they used classic antique tools like hand tools and stuff like that. I think, I don't know, I might be making all this up, to be honest. All of it. That would be an act. Wow. Okay, let's call it a night on this one. Or not a night, but an episode. I want to come up with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday and come back and do a video. So this might take me a few minutes, but I will have this one uploading in the meantime. So thanks for coming by. If you're loving these, please share them. Ask people to subscribe if they are watching them. Or that's not what I mean. I don't know what I meant by that. Anywho, don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. And I'll catch you in a few minutes on the next one. I'm sorry this was so scatterbrained, this one. Actually, it didn't turn out as bad as I expected it to turn out. That shows you how much faith I had in this episode. Alright, so let me come up with some shit here. We'll get back to you, and if you come back and I see you tonight, great. If not, I'll catch you next time on the road to 40.